The Book of Heroes. Matthias the Old, a scholar in the Pretorium Empire, claimed to have discovered the Pretorium Emperor's Book of Heroes. Upon his death, no one was able to find the actual book in his library, but notes and pages he had copied, apparently, from the Book of Heroes, were discovered. They recorded the stories of individuals granted the rank of Hero Imperius. This is one of those stories. Tom S. Dawson was an apprentice carpenter who volunteered to join the army of Reticulus Mora during the Northern Campaign to stop the invading Scans. As an adherent to the god Lego, god of healing, he had sworn to never kill another human. He worked in the army as an assistant to the army healers, fetching the injured from the battlefield. In March of 884 BE, Torm was following the army as they attempted to force the Scans back through the coastal gap in the Obex Mountains. As the Scans had effectively blocked the primary road, a force had to climb a 400-foot cliff wall to attempt to assault the Scans from the rear. This surprise attack failed, and the force got pinned on the cliff top by Scanned archers and fighters who had fortified the other end of the cliff. Initially, Torm was sent to retrieve an injured officer trapped with the flanking force. After climbing the cliff, Torm discovered over 75 men had been wounded. He found the officer and lowered him down the cliff face to the remaining troops and healers below. He then returned and one by one, under heavy fire from the archers and attacks by skirmishers, rescued the remaining injured men and lowered them down the cliff face. Torm continued his rescue efforts all day and night, while attacks and counterattacks raged across the cliff top. Torm was shot twice with arrows and pinned by a spear. He later suffered a gash from a sword across his back as he sought to protect an injured man by throwing himself across his body, shielding him from the attacker. By the end, Torm himself was so badly wounded, he could only crawl back and forth, dragging wounded men behind him. The next morning, when he was himself being carried back on a stretcher, he rolled off it to give it to another more badly wounded man. Torm was eventually found on the cliff top, and initially presumed dead, until he groaned while they lowered his body down the cliff face. After the healers saved his life, he remained with them, assisting with the injured. Due to his own injuries, he was unable to carry stretchers anymore. Word of his exploits spread through the army, and word of it even traveled back to the capital. Emperor Quintus II eventually heard of Torm's exploits, and had Torm ordered to return to the capital. In October 884, Torm S. Dawson was made a Hero Imperius by the Emperor, joining the League of Heroes and receiving the Sacrifice tattoo. Torm was also rewarded with 1,000 Imperials annually for his service. So the real hero was Desmond T. Doss. You can check out the details of his story here in the New York Times link, or certainly just Google it and check Wikipedia on your own. Stay tuned for more stories from the Book of Heroes. I'll be presenting another new Hero Imperius in each installment. Each Hero Imperius will be based on the exploits or actions of a real hero in our world, only retold as if they had lived in the time and the world of the Pretorium Empire. Their fictitious name will be an anagram of the real name, See if you can guess who they are. At the end of each installment, I'll provide a Wikipedia link to the real heroes so you can look up their exploits. The next story will be the exploits of Ab Hib-Golem. See if you can figure out their real name before I post the next story. Post your guesses in the comments. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe, and remember that bell. If you'd like to find more of my content, you can check me out on Facebook. If you like some merchandise, I have a store on TeePublic, both of those under the Angry Dwarf. And if you're at all interested in fantasy maps, or would like to commission a map, you can check out my site, williamsonsmaps.com. This is John, aka the Angry Dwarf, signing off.